Howdy everyone. It is a Friday morning and we are on our way to the first estate sale of the day. This one is actually in my neighborhood, so I'm able to walk to it, but I will tell you there is already tons of people here. Let's have a look. In this first house, I was on a mission. I knew the exact location that I wanted to go when I first got in. I had seen these lunch boxes in a picture for the advertising for this estate sale, but I couldn't tell which character they were or what type of lunch boxes, and so I wanted to go and get them checked out. I didn't know what character they were, but I knew where in the house they were, and so that was where I went to first. Upon finding them, they weren't the characters that I wanted, but for the price, I thought that I might pick them up and take a look at them later. But you'll see later on in the video that some things happen with the lunch boxes and I end up not getting them. Oh yeah, those birds are gone. I liked those birds. Now, clothes and shoes and purses are my specialty. That's where I have a lot of my knowledge, and so I like to make my way to the bedroom first off when I go into a house. So here you'll see me picking up some shoes, but none of the shoes were really any that good as far as brand or even just condition that they were in. Some of the purses were cute. This jacket here I liked the looks of, but it's actually the Levi jacket that's behind it that I'm interested in. I had sold one previously, but I couldn't remember how much I had sold it for and whether 20 was a good deal or not on this jacket. I start looking it over and I have to put the lunch boxes down to be able to look at it. It is a large, which larger sizes always do better just in any clothing at all. And so that works in its favor. But then I decided to check it for any kind of stains or snags, and it actually was in the most pristine condition. And so I ended up picking that up for $20. On clothing, whenever you are looking for the fabric content, the tag that is on the back of the collar may not have it, and that's generally when there will be a secondary tag somewhere on the inside, and some it can be on either side. And so that's what I'm doing here is I'm looking to see what the content is. When I'm shopping, I try to look for more natural fibers, so cotton and linen, but definitely linen for the summer. No, you're all right. think I kind of like this one, but I want to try it on first, you know? Yes, yes. At this point, I had actually made a pile of everything that I had found in that room. And if you notice earlier, I set the lunch boxes down so that I could look. Well, I had created the lunch boxes with that pile. And in this estate sale, they actually take everything to the holding table for you and put your name on it. Well, somewhere between them taking my entire pile out to the holding table, the lunch boxes did not make it out there. And so that's why I didn't end up purchasing them, because they ended up with somebody else. I don't know if they were taken from my pile or if they just weren't carried out to the holding table, but I didn't end up with the lunch boxes. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Okay. I'll have to get those. I had this one, yes. I had this one when I was a kid. So it's going to go in my son's stocking this year. Yes, this one, I got it, $1.50. I have a ticket already started out there. Excuse me, it's Danielle, Danielle. Yeah. Okay. But I'll also take that. Now, books are a pickup for myself. They're a personal pickup. I love to collect older books. I love to collect Bibles, and then I do homeschool, and so I'm always looking for books that are part of our curriculum or that we can just keep in the house that are for really good and fruitful reading in our house. Now, books at this sale were 5 for $1, which is a great price. And so I did end up picking up some books, but none of them were for reselling. They were all for my own personal collection. Now, one of the books that I picked up was a landmark book, and landmark books are great for reselling. They have a high sell-through rate. They do pretty well as far as price-wise. You do still need to look up each individual book because different titles will have, of course, a different price range, but landmarks in general, if you find them cheap enough, they are definitely something to pick up. And then right now, this is just a green book that I held in front of the camera for us to look at for a few seconds. Yes. Yep. an arm.
Just what you need, right?
Hmm. This area ended up being a big miss for me. I should have definitely spent more time in this area. You'll see that I found the plastic lunchbox again, but that wasn't really the one I was interested in, so I left it there. The puzzle that I pick up, those puzzles, the Springbok puzzles, they can sell for good money, but of course you have to have the entire puzzle. But for $1, I can certainly take a chance on that. However, the rest of the toys are where I missed out. There were so many vintage toys, but I don't have a lot of knowledge in the toys, and so I was just casually looking over them, trying to see if anything stood out. I really wasn't sure if I should pick it up or not. I did end up picking up some just because they were $1, but I should have taken the whole lot. There was so much more there that could have been worth my time to pick up, especially for the price that they were selling it at. You'll see that some of it I picked up and it was solely for my son, but when we got home and we started researching it, it was actually like the first set of Star Wars toys that came out, and I only grabbed a couple, but I should have grabbed that whole entire bag. So that was definitely a missed opportunity for me, and something that I will look out for now in the future. And then, of course, I just need to get more knowledge on toys. I need to do more research and take more time with them because there is money to be made in the toy area. Yes. Star Wars and other action figures, one each. There's a Darth Vader. I found two Darth Vaders, one in each bag.
Aw, is it Chewy? Nasty Chewy?
I don't know.
No, that's not Chewy. I look like him.
He just kind of started getting into it, and for whatever reason, Darth Vader is his thing right now.
He's so cool.
And I was like, he's the bad guy.
But he had a moment.
He did.
He had a moment. And changed to
Well,
red.
yes.
He lost it, what, last year sometime? Or was it 2 years? It just
Oh,
goes together.
yeah.
Oh, we already got it. Okay.
Put it on that other tag or no? Okay. That should have been on the other one too. That's it?
That's it for now. Oh, that's not RB22. B2 is it? That's the newer guy, isn't it?
No,
Is that R2?
no, that's R5.
R5?
He's the one that exploded in the first movie.
Oh, I remember that.
Broke.
You want that? One more dollar.
Moved up at 25.
I don't know. Diane, did you sell them? Yes, I did. Did she have a glass case that went with it?
She did a new robot.
She didn't get that. All I got was that.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
Here, you want to put the paper?
Yeah.
But I didn't take a look at the part.
Is somebody already written up a ticket for you?
Not for this stuff. Okay. I've got 2 tickets already out there.
Okay, let me go add it to it.
Okay, Danielle,
Danielle, what's your middle?
or my last initial C.
Danielle C.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm also leaving this.
Did you get a ticket for that?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm helping her.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Darth Vader.
Yeah. I forgot I was even going to look for that stuff, but it's good that it's going to someone that's going to enjoy it. I'll say that big clothing pile, I know that one's mine.
Where was I supposed to be? Oh! Yes, I did do fixing the downstairs while y'all was watering away. Yep.
And for that shoe rack there, I actually started counting how many shoes the shoe rack would hold because I was thinking of using it in the storage. Right now, my shoes are all over the place, and I need to figure out a better way to house them instead of how I have it now. So I was thinking about it, but in the end, I decided against it because I didn't feel like it was going to hold enough shoes.
I'm a fireman in Dallas, and mine's all fire department related, firebird. That's the good old days. Remember that? Eating on the land, processed food, stupid people. All right, well, guess I'll do the best I can.
This this was towards the end of the sale for me. It was just the garage area and I didn't really find anything, and so I went and checked out after this. So thank you so much if you've made it this far. I appreciate it. If you want to see other estate sales and more reselling content, go ahead and make sure that you follow. Please like this video, and then of course if there was anything that you saw in the video, you can visit my store both on eBay and Poshmark at LuckyCoyShop. And then, of course, if there was something that you liked but I didn't pick up, then comment below what I should have picked up, other than the toys. I know I missed out on those toys. But anyways, thanks, guys, and have a great day.